Here's one they haven't drawn out yet. So that's what they look like. That's the fresh comb. They haven't started drawing that one. That gives me enough room to manoeuvre because I don't want to crush anyone. So a wee puff of smoke is to get them to get off the frames, so I don't want them getting crushed here. And you use this as a lever like this. Come on guys. Then you can pick them up without crushing anybody. And we can have a look. And these dark colours, that's the pollen. And you see there's some shiny liquid in between? That's the fresh nectar, or in this case sugar syrup. See if we can see the queen. I'm not finished drawing that side out, so I'm going to turn this round. You see these edges here, they're built out on the frames. And that's to stop the bees getting crushed. You can go down a gap if you're not careful. Come on guys. There's a bee in the gap. Thank you. And there you see the white larvae now. Can you see the white curled larvae in the cells in the middle? That's the young bees. Very hard to see eggs. It's a trained eye thing, they're like a grain of rice. You look very hard at these cells here in this open space. You see tiny grains of rice at the bottom of the cells. That's the eggs. So all is well. The queen is laying. We have eggs, we have a healthy brood. Getting a little heavier. That's a lot of brood, all those capped over ones, that's not honey, that's babies. All ready to emerge and double the population. Beautiful. See, a lot of the bees are head down, and that's because of the smoke. It's a spot. There's a big drone in the middle there, let me see him for you. This one here's a drone, see the size of him. There's another drone. Come here. One drone, not very happy. Now there's no eggs in here. Quite hard to see on the black. See, they've got their heads down again. There's almost no stores either.
Yeah.
Not happy bees. They can't build a new queen cell because they need an egg that's less than 5 days old, and there aren't any. So I've got to get them to save themselves now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some eggs from here and hopefully not to the bloody queen. Okay guys, stay with me please. Out the way, please. Out the way. Now, yes, we've got brood in there, and we've got eggs. Now, stand back, because what I'm going to do here is I'm going to shake these bees back into that hive. They've got plenty of bees, so these are going to go down here, right? In you go, please. You see, that'll take about 30 seconds for them to go down. It's very hard to spot a queen, but these bees should now take their chance, take one of these eggs and make queen cells. I'll come back in 3 or 4 days' time. The best one they've made they can keep, and the rest I'll get rid of. you guys. Here. You see how there's a gap here? That's a bee space to stop them getting crushed. So when you put your lid on, you go that way at an angle to the corner. There's a minimum amount of woodwork touching. And turn very carefully so no bees are trapped. Let's put the covers on so they don't bother us. Come on, chaps. There you go. Okay, we're going to put these lot back together, nothing else to see here. And again, you see they've got the top gap. So the bee can run along here underneath this frame, which goes on, in this case, this way. Some hives are made with that space at the bottom, so you can't see it. I don't like that because I feel the bees get trapped. So in this one now, with no queen, and no brood, weight will just be steadily going down. As soon as she starts laying and they start gathering again, weight would go up. So these are the new honey frames. They've started working on them, you can see by that dark line. They've got to draw all that out until it looks like that one.
Nice.
In fact, I think they've made a good start on this one here. See how they're starting at the bottom? I'm going to puff underneath because there might be bees hanging down and we don't want them getting crushed, so that's to move them up. And again, we don't want any gaps because a wasp could get in the gap and cause havoc. We'll have a quick peek under here at the honey. Look at that. I haven't got the right space for some of these. Okay, now, house. So queen excluder, this time not a lot of wax on there. But look how much comb there is in this one. They're the same age as the first box we looked at. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Almost a 10th row there. There's a gap. And they filled in the gap beautifully. Thank you. That's like a full hive's worth. Let's see how much stores they've actually got. But we need to make another one there. That's quite heavy. Start drawing out that side, started to make stores, and this side only just started, so we'll turn that one. Once the bees start lining up and staring at you, it'll be time for another little reminder. Stay calm, guys, everything's in for it. We always keep the frame over the hive just in case you drop it or the queen falls off. Again, there's a few stores in there, no eggs. This side they've just drawn the comb out. I'm going to turn that one as well. Just encourage them to make wax on the inside. Now things are getting a little more interesting. Oh no. We've got eggs in every cell right out to the edge. A little bit of stores round the top. Eggs in there. Well done, girls. You can just see they're turning into larvae here. These are larvae that are about 5 days old.
Okay.
Do you see them curled like a little comma? So when you're looking for the queen, you're looking for a bee that is a little bit different. She's longer and she's got long legs and she moves gracefully, not worrying about like these ones. There's usually a host of other bees dancing around her. Yeah, now they're actually slightly bigger cell sizes than the normal ones. That's because they're going to make drones there. You could just knock that off and they'll build drones somewhere else. And it's quite handy that, because drones attract the varroa mite quicker than every other kind of larvae. So what I'll do is wait till the larvae are laid up in there. Once they're capped, I'll cut them off and inspect them, and if there's any varroa, they'll be in those cells. So it's a way of like integrated pest management. You can kind of cut down your varroa numbers by sacrificing the drone brood. With these bees, luckily, we are in a non-varroa area, which is really unusual now. So it won't be a non-varroa forever. I'm enjoying it while it lasts. Hello, Mrs. Queen, where are you? These are quite stripy bees. See, they've got quite an orange band up near the thorax. See, we're hardly using any smoke on these. Nice warm day, nice and calm. See, there's a bee wobbling about there, dancing.
This one?
Yeah. It's a waggle dance. They're passing on messages. Which way is the food? There's one vibrating away down here. Right. I've built out honey stores on the edge of this one. But it's well filled. Almost there. Some funny shaped cells here. We've not seen Mrs. Quint. But here we have a queen cell. If I just brush these bees off, this funny thing, just going to detach it. It's what's called a play cup. They're just pretending to make queen cells. Nothing in it. This thing here, I'm not entirely sure what's going on here. It's a bit of drone brood. Just leave that and see what happens.
So that's the queen.
Not very different, is she? If I had my marking kit up here, I'd mark her and it'd be easier to find her next time. She's certainly fanning about a bit. You got her?